All right, I have returned. Star Sailor, good to see you. Though our parting was but for a short time, it feels as though it's been an eternity since last we were together. Ah, and you stayed right here where I asked you to. No disintegration. Wonderful. Thank you ever so much for complying with my selfish demands. I believe I ought to take you to the next segment of the library, yes? The visitor. Oh, yes, the visitor. It's so silly of me to have already forgotten. I suppose you would be curious, wouldn't you? After all, it has just been you and I since you first arrived. Well, that only Evergram was still around to also keep you company. Of the two of us, she was always the more fun and engaging one. I'm sure you get tired of this old goat shark dragon looming over your shoulder, Please, you're too kind. Really. She's far more exciting and entertaining to be around. As for the visitor, perhaps you were hoping that there was another human here. Well, that's only the case. I wish I could explain to you in words what the visitor was, but they were quite the strange and unknowable entity. Far too hard to describe merely in words. All you need to worry about is that I sent them on their way. They merely took a wrong turn and ended up here. Yes, I'm not quite certain how one takes a wrong turn in the vast expanse of space, either. Then again, you ended up on my doorstep. Anyways, the tour. We don't have too many places left to visit, but this next one is my favorite. Come. I won't bite. Not unless you ask, anyways. Behold, the library's courtyard. Oh, were you perhaps expecting another grandiose title like Celestial Orrery or Astral Clock Tower? No, this is just merely a courtyard. A small, simple area in the middle of the library that I use for my pastime pursuits. Believe it or not, I do more than just research magic or read books while here. Yes, even a constable mirror like me needs a break from the monotony of paper cuts and turning book pages every now and again. As for what I do, well, I enjoy experimenting on the bushes here. Ava introduced these bushes to the courtyard herself. I'm not sure what plant she pulled them from, but they have the faintest vanilla aroma. Or so she tells me. They're lovely. What do I mean by that? By what? The aroma? Do humans not know the scent of vanilla? Oh, that! Apologies. My head isn't quite on straight lately. Allow me to clarify. You see, I said, or so she tells me, because I simply lack the ability to smell. I don't believe I ever fully explained to you what I am, have I? I am a constelmera, a chimera that was created by a constellation, ergo constelmera. Simple enough, yes? Well, I'm the first one to have been made. As such, that makes me very much a prototype. The stars that made me didn't exactly have any templates to build off of, or prior experiences spontaneously creating themselves a servant, so I have, well, a few shortcomings. My inability to smell being one of them. I don't know if you've noticed, but my blinking and breathing is also rather deliberate as well. You mortals are usually perturbed by the lack of my eyelids and chest rising and falling, so I learned to do it, as well as mimic the sound of breathing. I find it makes you mortals less uneasy in my presence. Anyways, they figured all that out for when they made Evergram. She can smell, taste, breathe, blink, All the bells and whistles that this old goat doesn't have. Anyways, the bushes. Usually they do not bear fruit, instead only have a flowering to signify they're in bloom. However, through, well, a really long time of altering their makeup with my magic and lots of trial and error, I've caused them to bear these little pyramid fruits. Berries, actually, I suppose. I simply love how they glisten in the starlight. Would you perhaps like to try one? Admittedly, I don't tend to eat food, as it isn't necessary for one such as myself, so I can't really vouch for its taste. Ava was always the one to try different delicacies from across the stars, but she assured me that these are quite tasty. Here, take a seat. Well, yes, on the grass. I'm not going to move one of the benches over here for just a short reprieve. That would be silly. Now, I call these Starberries. Not an original name, I know. They grew amongst the starlight, ergo Starberries. They aren't even star-shaped. Now, what these berries are supposed to do is restore your mana. Though, for you, who's touched nary a spell tome, I don't know what exactly it will do. Maybe it'll give you some mana, maybe it'll do nothing. I at least know that it won't hurt you. Probably, anyhow. Now here, open wide and say, ah. Oh, come on now. Play along, why don't you? Just a little bit. For me? Please? Thank you, Star Sailor. You're so polite to go along with the whims of an old consular mayor like me. Here you are. One please, and you'll get your vanilla-scented, probably tasty berry. And we'll get to see whether you gain mana, explode into a bajillion pieces, or simply quite literally enjoy the fruits of my eons of labor. You look ridiculous. What? It simply is silly to me to see someone with such a pink interior of their mouth. The insides of mine are a lemon yellow, and Evergram is more of a pastel green herself. So to see such a, well, fleshy pink is moderately amusing. Whatever. How was the berry? Liked it, did you? Well, it's refreshing to know that an ungodly amount of time poured into a craft has produced such a menial response. Perhaps with another few existences I can finally make the berries more than just palatable to you. Oh, Star Sailor, I don't need you to praise the berries so thoroughly. I merely enjoy seeing your flustered, if not frustrated face when I deliberately misinterpret what it is you're saying. It is a delightfully sweet feeling to tease you so. Here, let's stand back up. I don't quite enjoy kneeling. Come to think of it, it's interesting that I understand what sweet is when I rarely consume anything myself, given that sweet is an adjective ascribed to types of food. Perhaps the many books I've read on emotions and such have rubbed off to the point of at least a general understanding. Perhaps I do understand the taste of sweet, regardless of my lack of consumption of such foodstuffs. Or perhaps a mixture of the two. A general idea of what the term means when it comes to emotives, plus an exposure via the berries as per Ava's admission of their taste quality. There's too many potential variables over my long existence to possibly remember every single one. I wonder if I reset my first coming here. No, then I'd have to do it all over again. And this time avoid that spell. Then of course she wouldn't remember me either. My non-existent heart couldn't handle that. And then what would be the point of bringing the star... Sorry, Star Sailor. I'm rambling again. I know as of late I've been rambling a lot at you. I'm not quite certain what it is that's come over me. Truth be told, I've been missing Ava an increasing amount as well. Mayhap the two are correlated. I don't mean to offload my emotional burden onto you, so I apologize. I'm sure that you have worries and troubles of your own, especially being so divorced from your own people and your planet. How terribly inconsiderate of me. You have my utmost apologies. I mean, I can't imagine being so alone and isolated, with little company other than an alien creature to you, hoping that maybe this is all just a bad dream, and that at some point you'll simply wake from this living nightmare. Oh, goodness gracious. You really are a kind soul, aren't you? You've been doomed to eternity here, with no hopes of leaving. You've no interaction with other members of your species. Your sense of time is warped, since there's no diurnal cycle for your body to sync to. And your only company is a mumbling, ranting anthropomorphic hybrid with emotional issues. And yet you say it isn't that bad being here? I don't know whether to call that sweet or downright naive. Regardless, Star Sailor, thank you. Truly. I feel as though I've thanked you for your reassurances for maybe tens of hundreds, if not thousands of times, but thank you. Maybe sometime soon, you, my dearest Evergram, could meet. I think that the two of you would really make for great friends. I think that it would be nice to be together with her again, and you, reading books, studying spells, trying new foods, and sharing jokes, like we were our own makeshift family. No, steel yourself, Margrave. Can't let yourself get distracted by your emotions now. Not when you're so close. What would Ava tell you if you were to falter now? Yes, there's no doubt in my mind I'll get it right this time. I have to.